Another example is where a large portfolio company owned by a private equity group buys a small business. This is a paragraph from a recent Buffett shareholder newsletter. Quote, "While Charlie and I search for new businesses to buy, our many subsidiaries are regularly making bolt-on acquisitions. Last year, we contracted for 29 bolt-ons. The cost of these purchases ranged from $300,000 up to $143 million. Generational has sold a number of small companies to Berkshire Hathaway, and yet the average business owner believes that big companies don't buy small companies. It's just simply not true. Let's take a look at a chart together. Capital IQ surveyed all the deals that were done last year by professionals, so they were done correctly. They looked at what was the revenue size of the businesses that were being sold. Again, to be clear, these numbers represent the revenue size of the company, not the deal size. 39% of the deals were companies doing 0 to 10 million in annual sales. In fact, if you dig into this number a little deeper, more than half of that number were companies doing 0 to 5 million in revenue. Another 18% of those companies were doing 10 to 25 million in revenue. So the two smallest categories, the ones that define the lower middle market, companies doing 0 to 25 million in annual sales, that was over half of all the deals. And in one more category, 0 to 50 million, this covers everything that the generational equity business unit handles. It consists of 72% of the deals, the entire rest of the middle market, everything that the generational capital market unit sells, it's only 28% of all the deals. Now, why am I telling you this? If you're going to be your own deal maker, which most of you will, and I ask you to tell me about your business and you make $25 million of revenue, you'll say, this is a great company. And you'll probably brag about it. But if you're doing 1 million in annual sales, and I know from experience what you're going to say to me, you're going to say apologetically, well, Mike, we're really tiny. All we're doing is $1 million in revenue, but there are some other good things about my company. Should you be saying that to me? Let me tell you what I would be hearing if I was the buyer. I would be hearing you saying, unfortunately, Mike, despite our best efforts, we are right in your acquisition wheelhouse. If you are your own deal maker, don't undermine your own business. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is the #1 killer of deals? I'll give you a hint. It is not my lawyer or my accountant. They're number 2 and number 3. That's right, you guessed it. It's the business owner. You have to make sure you are ready to be proud of your company, ready to explain what you're selling, and ready for a variety of offers. And many of those offers will come from big companies. When it comes to mergers and acquisitions, remember, big buy small.